Hello.
Let me just mute Twitch.
Yes, definitely.
There. Perfect.
Welcome to the stream.
It,
Should I download the game, or do you think it's okay to run in the browser?
it should run in browser pretty well.
All right. And then just if you can
But
clarify for
there
me.
is music in it, which is pretty
Yes.
good. So if yeah.
I'll absolutely mute the stream background. Can you just clarify to me really quickly, how do you say your name?
Adrien Dittrick,
Okay.
just Adrien is fine.
Okay, so as I've been saying it so far, I just wasn't sure if it
Yep.
was meant to be like Adrien or something, if it was a
That's
different base language. Okay,
I'm
should
actually
I...
French, but this is how English people and American people pronounce my name, so should be fine.
Right, okay, so that's what I thought. So how do you say it in French then?
Adrien.
Adrien, okay.
Yeah.
I can pronounce it properly.
Please say it in English.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I doing such a bad job?
Yeah, no, because you say Adrien, it's Adrien. It's
Adrien?
just English is fine. English is fine. You're
Okay, I'm
pronouncing it well in
sorry.
English.
Okay, you know what? It's our country's fault. I'm here in Canada. They teach us Québécois French. I'm going to blame it on that. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on the stream here today, and I will go ahead and run the game. Ah, that's familiar. So I'm assuming this is made with Game Maker Studio?
Yes, it is. It's made with Game Maker Studio 2.
2, right. I'm just the one stuck here in the past using Game Maker Studio 1.4 for all my projects.
It's quite good. Like, it's better for 3D. The 1.4 is better than... Like, it's a bit complicated because Game Maker Studio 2 is much more powerful, but much harder to use with 3D.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't even use Game Maker for 3D stuff, so I...
Bad idea. I tried it, and it's kind of... 2D is better.
Yeah, I think you're better off just using a program like Unity or Unreal
for
3D stuff. All right. So I'll go ahead and... should I read the page here, or the controls explained in the game?
No, there's not much. Like, there's some credits, but really, like, the plot in this game is very thin, and the controls are explained in it, so it should be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I will go ahead and click to start. All right. And then we'll also start with our first question then, which is, how did you decide what you're going to make for the jam?
This is actually an idea I had for a very long while. Like, I've been making games for 17 years now, and at some point I wrote an idea on a gamepad about a bunch of characters walking together, because I basically wanted to make a turn-by-turn RPG where you don't have to move every character individually, because that's very long. But I never found the time to make this game, and just recently, well, the jam happened, so I decided, hey, this is good for the jam, like having multiple characters at once. You don't see it right now, but you'll see as soon as you get into the blue portal there. And yeah, so by opening this portal, you get a new character, and now you control 2 characters at once, which is like my adherence to the theme. They're joined together and with the same set of inputs.
Nice. Hey, we got some maybe health back? There's going to be a slight delay on the stream.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fine. You can use, so yeah, the yellow stars to level up, and each character can go up to level 10 in this game.
Was the level up sound like a text client join sound effect?
No, I don't. No, wait. What did you say? A what join?
Like some old program, like MSN Messenger, like a butterling. Like it just sounded familiar.
Maybe it's from the. I don't know. I use a stock library of sound effects, so I'm not even sure where most of them come from. I make my own music usually, but the sound effects I just have pre-recorded gunshots and stuff like that.
Yep, that's totally fine. Have you heard of the program BFXR?
Yeah, I actually use it a lot for retro like sound effects. Like, some of the sounds in this game are made with BFXR actually. It's just that there are others which are like way simpler, like, because I also have a library of weapon sounds, so I just use that for most weapon sounds.
All right. So what was your development
BFXR
process?
is a great tool.
I completely agree.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I was just asking, what was your development process like for this game?
Oh, really, it's simple. My thought process is, well, I'm making a game where all characters move at once. Uh, I have an artist who can draw amazing characters, so I'm going to have her draw 10 characters and just make a game out of it. Like, there's no real... also, I wanted each character to be somewhat balanced in regards to their attack ranges. Right now, you're still at very low levels, but as you go higher up in levels, your range increases, and your character can reach more spaces, and it becomes a semi-puzzle game about managing your attack range versus the enemy's attack range. That's mostly the thought process I went to.
Okay.
And you can there's also a dynamic difficulty system in case you lose characters. The game becomes slightly easier later on.
Nice.
Yeah, the thought is very, very simple. It's just all your characters move at once, and they will mess up with each other's attack ranges, so you need to align everyone properly. That's the base idea I had in mind. And yeah, also you can use the portal on the right side of the screen to go to the next level. You don't need to kill everything because you regenerate your health anyway.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was any other upgrades hidden in the barrels or whether it was just health pickups.
Oh no, there's 4 upgrade per level.
Okay. There we go. All right. So, oh, we just got a comment here. Yes, I did. Somebody did mention the game Peaks yesterday. Please do submit your game via the Discord and you'll be added to the queue. Also, anytime in between games that are in the queue that are being played, I will pick a random person from the chat and it could be you. But yeah, so just in fairness to everyone else who submitted earlier, even if it's a game that looks really cool and I want to try it out, I am honoring the order that they were submitted in first and foremost. Can you recommend a useful shortcut or a clever hack in the GameMaker engine that you think would be useful to others?
Shortcut in GameMaker, I'm not sure. There's a bunch of scripts that I use all the time, but that's mostly because I'm French and my keyboard is weird. But I'd say that the best shortcut I have, which I use in every single game, is to have multiple inputs do the same thing. For instance, if you look here on your keyboard, you can use arrow keys, or you can use WASD, or if you're French, you can use ZQSD, which do the exact same thing, because the French keyboard is laid out differently. And by doing so, by having an input script, later on, if ever you want to add controller support, or maybe a joystick or touchscreen support, it's way easier to do if you have this kind of script.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's people take for granted, like when people make their games only playable with WASD, they forget the fact that international keyboard users don't have the same layout of keys. So you need to either add the ability to remap them or at least offer arrow keys as a fallback.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I completely agree. I do the same thing. I have all my input scripts. I never just do like a direct check to like keyboard check pressed, anything like that. I always have it call a specific input script that I can modify. All right. So do you have any plans for this game going forward?
Not really. I mean, I never really keep working on game jams. Like those are short-term projects, and I'm very bad at long-term projects. Actually, I've been taking part in a lot of game jams in all that time. I've only made like one very long game, which took me 2 years to make, and I'm not making that again. So yeah, no plans forward. I'm thinking maybe balancing the game or adding some quality of life features, but I won't be adding any content to it, or I won't turn it into something bigger.
Alright, sounds good. Well, yeah, chat, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask about this game, now is the time to submit them. But otherwise, in the meantime, do you have any other shoutouts to any other people or any other projects that you'd like to mention?
Well, yeah, to people, definitely shout out to my artist and my composer. We were actually a 3-person team on this game, and they both did an amazing job. So yeah, the pixel art you see on screen is from Shin La La La, and the music you're hearing is from June Flower. So big
Nice.
shout out to them.
Absolutely.
And also, if ever you want to see another game which Shin and I worked on, I highly recommend you play Universal Thief, which was actually submitted to last year's GMTK, and it's a really good game. It's a game where you can steal everything, like you can steal doors, you can steal enemy attacks, you can steal the sun.
Nice. Yes, that was all part of the out of control theme, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was from Out of Control, and so the game just spirals out of control. And I think I ended up 27th on it. Let me check, actually.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 27th on overall. Yeah, you can click on my itch. If you just check on my itch, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th game there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go ahead and open that up now.
And the long-term game, I'm gonna give it its name, but I wouldn't recommend you play it. It's called Nintendo Nightmare. It's a huge crossover of all of the Nintendo game, which is also available on my itch, but like very far down the bottom. And it's basically a shitpost game, which took me 2 years to make. And Vinesauce, Vinny played it. I think PewDiePie played it at some point. There's a bunch of people who played that one, but it's kind of a trash game. It's really on the bottom, like it's called
Okay.
Nintendo Nightmare. It's really, really far down. It has a bunch of characters from Mario and
Okay.
9, as in
Yeah.
the number 9.
I found it.
Yeah. This one, this is God, this took me 2 years to make, and there's so much content in there, and it's so bad. Like imagine Mario 64 meets Ocarina of Time, but everyone looks like silent cylinders and spheres.
Did you make this in Game Maker as well?
And Game Maker, it started as Game Maker 6, and I ended it with Game Maker 8. Yeah, this was made with Game Maker.
So what was your first version of Game Maker that you used?
6.1, I think.
Okay, so I keep asking any Game Maker developer that I run into because mine was like 5.3a, and so it's just I've yet to meet anyone who has been using it longer than I have. That I've interviewed, at least. I know that there are other long-term members of the Game Maker community who've been using it for a crazy long time.
Yeah, in my case, 17 years. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly like we must be like pretty close to the same age because yeah, I've been using it for roughly the same time. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the stream here. Yeah, you've already answered the one question that came in from the chat there. So excellent. If you do have any other Game Jam projects that you'd like for me to check out in future, then please send them my way or post them in the Discord, and you can get some feedback from the other members there.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you know what? I was going to try to say au revoir, but
au revoir.
You know what? I'm sorry. For some reason, I just couldn't get the syllables, couldn't get my mouth to make the shapes. So very well, and talk to you again later, hopefully.
See ya.
Bye bye.